Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel SG Physics. So in the previous video I have solved 15 multiple choice question. Today I shall solve 12 remaining 2 mark questions, section B. So now we shall discuss section B, 2 mark question. So first question was state Coulomb's law in electrostatics and state two properties of Coulomb force. So all you know what is Coulomb's law. So Coulomb's law is what? It states that the force of interaction between two point charges is directly proportional to product of magnitude of two charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. This is the Coulomb's law. So if this is my charge Q1, this is my point charge Q2, and the R is the separation between them, then Coulomb force is directly proportional to the product of magnitude of two charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. It will combine, then force will be beta Q1 modulus Q2 modulus by R square, where beta is proportionality constant. And also they ask state two properties of Coulomb force. So simply we can write similar charge repel each other and dissimilar charge attract each other. So this is the one property. And also you can say Coulomb's force is a central force. You can say any two. I gave these two properties of the Coulomb force. So now I shall go to the second question. What is quantization properties of charge? And write another some property of charge. So we know quantization property of charge, I have already told. So it states that charge carried by a body is equal to the integral multiple of charge of one electron, that is Q equal to plus or minus Ne, where N is the number of electrons, E is the charge of one electron, that is 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 Coulomb. And other properties of charge are additive, nature of charge, conservative, nature of charge, invariance, nature of charge. So this is the second question. So I will come to the next question. To third I. A body A lost 60 electron by rubbing with another body B. Then how much charge and mass loss or transfer by this body A? So in the question, a body A rub with another body B. After rubbing, from body A 16 electron transferred to body B. So N is what? 60. So then it was asking, so how much charge and mass will transfer? So how much charge will transfer? So Q equal to, Ne. So N is here 16. E is what? 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. So what will be the value? (25.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb). Then what will be the mass transfer? It's simply N into Me. N is what? Here 16. Mass is what? 9.1 into 10 to the minus 31 kg. So this is this mass charge will transfer, this much mass will transfer or loss by the body A. Now we will go to the next question, IV. So what was the question? Question was, two alpha particles separated by a distance 3.2 micrometer, then find Coulomb force. There is one hint is given, that is the charge of alpha particle is 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. So what was the given? There are two alpha particles separated by a distance 3.2 micrometers. We have to find the Coulomb force between them. So charge of the alpha particles given what? 3.2 into 10 to the minus 19 Coulomb. Q2 also will be same, 3.2 into 10 to the minus 19 Coulomb. So distance between them is what? 3.2 micrometer. We have to change this unit into standard unit, that is 3.2 into 10 to the minus 6 meter. So these are the quantities that in the question is given. So now force formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon k Q1 modulus Q2 modulus by R square. We know the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is 9 into 10 to the power 9. H k is not given, so we have to take k equal to 1 in air medium. And Q1 is what? 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. Q2 is also same, 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb divided by R square. R square is what much? 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 6 whole square. So it will solve 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 3.2 whole square into 10 to the power minus 38 divided by 3.2 square into 10 to the power minus 12. This will cancel each other, and this will be 12 and 21. This will be minus 17 Newton. So the force between two alpha particles separated by a distance 3.2 micrometer will be 9 into 10 to the power minus 17 Newton. Now we will come to the next question, question B. So what was the question? State four properties of the electric lines of force. I am repeating the question. State the four properties of the electric lines of force. Electric lines of force. So we know electric lines of force is outward for positive charge and inward for negative charge. So if diagram will be look like, if this is plus positive charge, then the electric lines of force will be directed outward. If charge is negative, then electric lines of force directed inward. So second point is electric lines of force originate from positive charge and on negative charge. So next point, that is two electric lines of force never intersect each other. Fourth point is number of electric lines of force is directly proportional to the strength of electric field. So these are the four main properties that I have written. So there are so many, but I picked these four. So now we will go to the next question number behind. So what was the question? So find the resultant electric field at the center of the cube having length for √2 meter. So there is a square is given which have side length 42 meter, and there are four charges which are placed at each corner of the square. So here is plus q, here is minus q, here is plus q, here is minus q. In the question it was asking to find the net electric field at the center of the square, that is at O. So then we have to find net electric field at O due to these remaining four charges. So each charges will have a electric field at O. That is plus q1 have one electric field at O, minus q, due to minus q there is one electric field at O, due to this plus q there is one more electric field at O, and due to minus q there is one more electric field at O. So there will be total 4 electric field due to 4 charges at O. So first we will find electric field due to plus q, these charges. So what will be the formula? We know E1 1 by 4 pi epsilon q by distance is what? OA square. And what will be the direction of this electric field? We know direction of the electric field for positive charge is always outward. So electric field will be directed along this OC. So we can write along OC. And if we will determine the distance OA, OB, OC, OD, it will be √2 into 4 √2 by 2. Simply it will be 4. So E1 will be what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon q by 4 square along OC. Now we shall calculate E2 due to minus Q, this charge. What will be the value? 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by OB square. H, it is negative charge, so electric field due to this charge will be towards it, so it will be directed along OB. Similarly, E3 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by OC square along OA. Similarly, E4 will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by OD whole square along OD. See, this electric field E1, this electric field E2, this electric field E3 and this electric field E4 all have same magnitude, but only different is they have directed along different direction. See, E1 is directed along OC and E3 directed along OA. They have same magnitude, but they are oppositely directed, so they will cancel out each other. Similarly, E2 is acting along OB, E4 is acting along OD, so magnitude is same, but they are oppositely directed, so they will cancel out each other. So net resultant electric field will be what? 0, because all 4 electric field get cancel out each other. Is it clear? Now we shall go to the next question. Question number B2I. So what was the question? So question was, an electric dipole consisting of charge plus or minus 8 microcoulomb separated by a distance 8 cm. The dipole is placed in an electric field of 5 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per coulomb at an angle 30 degree. Then find torque on a dipole. So in the question what it was given? So there is an uniform electric field. So this is the uniform electric field, which have value 5 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per coulomb. An electric dipole is placed. This is the electric dipole, which consisting of two charges minus 8 microcoulomb. This is plus 8 microcoulomb separated by a distance 8 centimeter. So then we have to find what will be the torque on this dipole, and this dipole making an angle 30 degree with electric field. So we know the formula, torque equal to P E sin theta. E is given, theta 30 degree is given. If we will calculate P, then we can easily get out the torque. So how P will calculate? We know P is equal to Q into distance between two dipole. So Q is how much? 8 microcoulomb, means 8 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Distance is how much? 8 centimeter, means 8 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. If we will calculate this, what will be the value? 64 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb into meter. So we get P value is what? 64 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb into meter. So now we shall calculate torque. Torque equal to P sin theta. So P we got 64 into 10 to the power minus 8. E is given 5 into 10 to the power 5 and theta is given 30 degree. So if we will calculate this, 10 to the power minus 8, 5 into 10 to the power 5, sin 30 value is 1 by 2. If we will quote this value, it will be 32, it will be 110, 160 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this will be the torque that will act on dipole. Is it clear? Now we shall go to the next question, B3I. So what was the question? Question was, a closed surface of area 5 meter square is held parallel to YZ plane in an electric field I cap plus 2J cap plus 5K cap Newton per coulomb, then find electric flux. So electric field is given how much? I cap plus 2J cap plus 5K cap Newton per coulomb, and surface area is given 5 meter square. But one hint is given that the surface is held parallel to the YZ plane. So its normal unit vector will be directed along x-axis. That is, we can write area vector equal to 5 I cap meter square. That is 5 I cap meter square, because the surface is held parallel to the YZ plane. So its normal unit vector will be directed along x-axis. That's why we have written I cap. So now we apply the formula for the electric flux, E vector dot S vector, where E is the electric field vector and S is the surface area vector. So E is given how much? I cap plus 2J cap plus 5K cap, and surface area vector is given how much? 5 I cap. So we know the dot product, it will be 5. So then electric flux linked with the surface will be 5. Is it clear? Now I will come to the next question. Question number is IX. So what was the question? Question was, what is Gauss law, and if a dipole is placed in a closed surface, then find electric flux linked with it. So first we shall write the statement of this Gauss law. So what is the Gauss law statements? So it states that the total electric flux linked with a closed surface is equal to the 1 by epsilon times the total charge enclosed by it. This is the statement of the Gauss law. If we will understand physically, so see, if this is a closed surface and this closed surface encloses a charge Q, then according to Gauss law, electric flux linked with these surfaces will be Q divided by epsilon. This is the statement of this Gauss law. And next question, it was asking, if a dipole is placed in a closed surface, a dipole, this is a dipole minus Q plus Q, which is placed inside a closed surface, then it was asking what will be the electric flux. So electric flux will be 0, because according to Gauss law, electric flux is equal to the total charge enclosed by surface divided by epsilon. But here total charge is what? Plus Q minus Q will get cancel out each other, so total charge will be 0. So electric flux, so that will be 0. Is it clear? Now I will go to the next question, question X. So what was the question? So find the force experienced by an electron in an electric field 2 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per Coulomb. So electric field is given how much? 2 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per Coulomb. And electron is given. Electron has charge how much? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. So in the question it was asking what will be the force on that electron. So we know the formula, force equal to Q into E. So Q is what? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. And electric field how much? 2 into 10 to the power 4. So it will be 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 15 Newton. So it's very easy. So is it clear? Now I shall go to the next question. Question number XI. So what was the question? So in the question it was asking draw graph between electric field and distance for a point charges, for a dipole, for a plane charge sheet and for a line charge. So before drawing the graph between electric field and distance R, let's find out the electric field relation with distance. For a point charges, electric field is what much? So this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon q by r square. And for a dipole, electric field is you have 1 by 4 pi epsilon 1 plus 3 cos square theta by rq. There will be 1 p. And due to plane charge sheet, electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon 0 naught. And due to line charge, this is lambda by 2 pi epsilon r. So now we can draw the graph between electric field with the distance. So for a point charges, E inversely proportional to square of the distance. So the graph will be between them will be look like this. And for a dipole, electric field is direct inversely proportional to cube of the r. So the graph will be look like this. For a plane charge sheet, the graph between electric field and r will be a straight line which is parallel to the x-axis. It does not depend upon the r. For a line charges, electric field is inversely proportional to r. So the graph will be this. So is it clear? So now we'll come to the next question, X2I. So what was the question? So there is a diagram is given and it was asking find electric field between inside and outside between two plane charge sheet. So there is a diagram is given, two plane charge sheet, one is positively charged and another is negatively charged. And it was asking in the question that find electric field inside and outside. So now we first shall calculate what will be the electric field inside. So electric field will be due to this positive plane charge sheet will directed along this direction, and due to these negative charges electric field will also acting in the same direction. And we know electric field due to plane charge sheet how much? Sigma by 2 epsilon naught, and it will be same sigma by 2 epsilon 0. As they are directed along same direction, theta is how much? 0 degree. So net electric field will be, according to vector addition rule, E1 plus E2. So it will be sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. It will be sigma by epsilon naught. Is it clear? So then inside the two plane charge sheet, electric field will be sigma by epsilon 0. Similarly, if we shall calculate outside the plane charge sheet, then what will be the value? See in the diagram, electric field due to this positive plane charge sheet will be act along this direction, and due to this negative, electric field will act along this direction, and E1 is sigma by 2 epsilon 0, E2 is sigma by 2 epsilon 0, but here angle is what? 180 degree. According to vector addition rule, for theta equal to 180 degree, resultant electric field will be what? E1 minus E2. So it will be sigma by 2 epsilon naught, sigma by 2 epsilon naught equal to 0. So as this video is too long, so in long question part I shall upload it very soon in the next video. Thank you.